Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to thank you all for joining the Digital Asset Investor email newsletter. And as I promised you, every month at the beginning of the month, the first of the month, hopefully it'll work out that way. First of the month, I'm going to tell you what my current holdings in digital assets and any blockchain related or even gold and silver. Any of these types of holdings that I have, I'm going to tell you point blank what it is that I currently hold. And these can change month to month, but I'm going to tell you what I currently hold, which is what I'm about to do. But I wanted to preface that by saying that I'm just telling you what I hold. I am not a financial advisor. Talk to your financial advisor because investments depend on your situation. And so, but what I'm going to do in these videos is I'm going to show you what I hold and where I buy it. And then I'm going to show you, and then in the email that you receive at the bottom of the email, you'll see the link to it's going to be an unlisted video that I'm going to give you like this one, and you're going to be able to watch the video, and then I will have the links in the bottom of the email so that you can just click on it and go right to where it is that I go to get these things if it's something that you're interested in after you've talked to your financial advisor, of course. So I'm going to start here on CoinMarketCap and just first preface this by saying there's thousands of digital assets now. I've been studying digital assets since 2013. None of the things that I buy are not going to be attached to real companies, that are backed by real venture capital money and real players in the game. Okay. And so today it's going to be pretty simple. The first thing that I'm going to show you that I'm invested in is I'm in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That is through my Roth IRA that I have. I'll tell you, I have an E-Trade Roth IRA, and that's where the only reason that I bought into this, this was just because I had some money in that IRA, and you have limited ways that you can invest into any of these things through an IRA. Well, this was the first method that came about where I could invest into Bitcoin. This is my only exposure to Bitcoin. It's the GBTC, and basically you're buying it. It's like what do they call it? Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And I probably have, I've bought just a little bit of this just to have a little bit of exposure to Bitcoin. But as I've told you before, Bitcoin, if it's going to be anything, it's just going to be a store of value. I'm invested in a little bit of it just as like a hedge more than anything. Okay. All right. Next, as you know, I own XRP. Okay. This is another of the digital assets that I own. Some of you may or may not know, I also own some Stellar. The symbol for Stellar, by the way, is XLM. Okay, it's right down here. I'm talking to you like you've never heard my channel before. XLM is the symbol for Stellar. Okay, the places that I get those, I buy both XRP and XLM Stellar on Coinbase, and I also buy them both on Uphold. But I think on Uphold, I don't think you can transfer. Don't quote me, but I don't think you can transfer XLM off of Uphold. So most of what I do is buying through Coinbase for those two things. All right. I also hold some of my XRP. I've told you this 1,000 times. I bought XRP inside of my iTrustCapital Roth IRA, and that link will be here too. But I've told you in the links to my videos, you can go and open I've got a coupon code, and I'll put that in this email too. Coupon code where you can get 1 month off for an iTrustCapital IRA. The next thing that I own is VeChain. I interviewed the VeChain CEO, Sonny Liu, and I was very impressed with him as well as what they have going on. I do own VeChain. When I buy VeChain, I buy it through BitTrue. Okay. All right. And then another that you may not know that I own is Hedera Hashgraph. I own Hedera Hashgraph because I believe this is one of the big players in this game. I believe Hedera Hashgraph is going to be a big deal. Okay, it might be a second or third wave. I'm not sure, but I am accumulating Hedera Hashgraph, and I do it on Bittrex. Bittrex is another U.S. exchange. This is an exchange I don't really understand very well because they're in the United States, but they do not market at all on Twitter and social media. I don't understand that, but that's a conversation for another day. So I buy Hedera Hashgraph on Bittrex. And finally, and this is in the blockchain space, you've heard me talk about Link2, and they are linqto.com. I own some Uphold. This is private equity in Uphold, the company, which is one of the exchanges I just mentioned. I own some private equity in Link2, the company. This is where Miguel Valles, who was the head of XRP markets for Ripple, he left Ripple and then just recently accepted the job with Link2. I feel really good about that. So I have some of that private equity, and I also have some private equity in Ripple. Coinbase was already sold out when I discovered this platform, and so I don't have any of that, and they're sold out. They're also sold out of Robinhood. And also, the other thing I think it's significant to tell you, I also own some physical silver and physical gold. And when I buy the physical silver and gold, I buy it from APMEX. APMEX is apmex.com. And they've been around longer than just about anybody in precious metals. And so they'll literally ship it right to your door. All right, well, I'm not going to give my normal sign off or anything. I just wanted to give you this short video to show you what I hold right now. It may change by next month. I'm looking at a lot of different things, and I'm probably going to add on one or two. So stay tuned for next month. And just as a reminder, at the bottom of the email, you'll have links to all these things I just talked about. Thanks for being on the newsletter, and I hope for you to hear from me again next month on the 1st.